fishing rods. This one here, this is by 13. What do they call it? 13 Fishing Wicked Ice. So it's 27-inch ultralight. It's not as light as you would think for being ultralight, but it is for the rod and reel, it's $55. So it's not the best rod, but if you're new to ice fishing or if you're just gonna go out a few times, I definitely recommend it. Why do I have it? Because my mom wanted to get into ice fishing. I bought it for her because I love her. But I have caught a few fish on it. Honestly, you're not gonna fish with it and be like, oh, this thing sucks. You're gonna be like, it's a decent rod, especially for the price. It's great. If you're just gonna go on a fishing trip with some friends or anything, if you just want to have your own rod, definitely not a bad option. So I'll go on to the next one here. Don't have a lot of space here. Apologize for my stuttering. Alright, so this one here, we have St. Croix Avid Glass. This is a $60 rod. It is a light. The 13 was an ultralight. This is a light. So just a little stiffer, but honestly it feels a little lighter. I think that's just because of the quality, and it does bend up and down just as well, which can help in a lot of situations, especially with some panfish. St. Croix, is the fishing rods that I always used to use. Growing up in Minnesota, and all my ice fishing friends used to always say, you gotta buy St. Croix, you gotta buy St. Croix. I didn't really start ice fishing until I was about a senior in high school, which was 2006. So I don't really know, I was just listening to my friends, and don't get me wrong, if you're a St. Croix fan, or if you have a St. Croix, if you're gonna buy a St. Croix, you're fine. It's a good rod, but I no longer believe that it is the best rod. But this is a good rod. The ultralight and the light, it's good for panfish. I'm sure I'll still use this for panfish, especially if you're getting a smaller portable. If you just don't have a lot of room, it's nice to have the 26-inch rod, just so you're not sitting so far away from the hole. But honestly, I don't know when I'll use this next, because the other two rods I'm going to show you I like so much more. So this is a combo I got. I looked online, I couldn't find the combo, but the reel, even though they don't sell anymore, goes for $20. So for $80 setup for panfish, I think it's okay. But honestly, I would rather get the 13 because it's a lot less, and they're gonna do basically just as well. And then next, this rod I got last year, and I thought it was the best rod ever. This is the Thorne Brothers Custom Ice with the Stealth upgrade. So something to do with the special handle it has, where you really feel the vibrations and the bites really well. So this rod here does not actually tell you like what it is, and I'm sure they told me when I bought it, but I don't remember, which is probably why I only have a 2-year degree. But you can see here it has a decent amount of flex. It's maybe a little stiffer than I would like, but what their argument is that you can feel things so well, you don't really need the light tip. So I'm not upset I bought it, but I would definitely not buy this again. You can see here the Thorne Brothers. Now, once again, this is a very nice rod, but the next one I'm going to show you I think is better, and it's a lot cheaper. This rod itself is $170, which is insane. This reel here, which I have on the next rod as well, this one was, I think, $50. It's the Okuma C10. I do like the reel. It's 7 bearing, which is a little excessive probably, but like I said, last year I loved this rod, and thought it was the best rod ever. But I'll show you what I bought now. So a couple weeks ago I went to Leech Lake, and my ice fishing rods were still in my storage unit, so I didn't have a rod. And I don't want to be the guy showing up, without a rod. So on the way up, we stopped at I think Swanson's, which I can't. It's in between Brainerd and Bemidji, I believe, but I don't know. I was really tired. I just got off the plane from Florida, so I was not really paying attention. But anyways, we got this one right here. Is, in my opinion, the best rod you can get. It is the Elliott Rods. It is a 30-inch medium fast Wally Perca. I had to watch a video on it to know if I should say Persa or Perca, but it is a Perca. And this rod here is... How did that happen? This rod here is $120. So it's $50 less, and I think it is a lot better. So I finally hooked it up. And by the way, these have these 13 fishing rubber bands here, which are very hard to put on, which is good because it means your reel is going to be secure. But if you do get something like that, make sure you have something there that can hold the rod while you stretch them out and put them on, because they are very stressful, especially if you're trying to get over something like this. Yeah, you can't remove that. So this one I just did the old school electrical tape, which I like doing, but I was kind of in a rush because we just got to leash. I was trying to get it ready to use, so I didn't really take my time to tape it nicely, but I will. So you can see here, this is Elliott Rods. I don't know if you're going to be able to read this or not. Probably not. But, so, I finally got it ready, got it rigged up, and I dropped the jig down, and that's another thing. I brought my, so I have two different tackle boxes, which are like the strap bag style, and I was in a rush, and I brought my summer fishing, so I had this big jig on it. It was just ridiculous, but I cut a nice, probably 25, 26-inch northern, and this rod and reel handled it amazingly. It was literally the easiest thing to bring up. And then later, all I was catching was perch, and even the really small perch, I could feel it perfectly on this rod. I feel like it's a little easier to feel than Thorn Brothers, but to me, to be able to easily handle, a decent size northern, and then also tiny perch and be able to feel them and catch them no problem. I kind of want to get another one and just have, for when I'm jigging, and then also having a dead stick. For now, I'll use the Thorn Brothers as my dead stick and use this, but I definitely think I might get myself another one of these, or maybe try a different Elliott rod, just to get a feel, see if I like that as well. Obviously, they're not cheap, so it's tough to take a gamble. But if you're looking for a rod and you have a decent budget, I would definitely go with the Wally Perca. Like I said, this is a 30-inch medium fast. Depending on what you're fishing for, but Elliott rods, in my opinion, are amazing. I want to do some more research so I know the real story or whatever, but Elliott Brothers, it's actually called Two Brothers Innovations, which makes Elliott Rods. They used to own Thorn Brothers, and they sold that, and then they started this. But anyways, if you're looking for a new ice fishing rod, I strongly recommend this. If not, like I said, the 13 fishing, if you're looking for something that's a little cheaper and good, their combo set is good. Now, 13 fishing also has a very expensive rod, but I was just showing you see if I can see the actual thing. All it says is 13 fishing Wicked Ice 27 UL, which stands for 27-inch ultralight. Where our cabin is, where my mom's the only place she's gonna fish, there's nice perch and stuff, and that's great rod for that. So I would say if you're not going to be big in the ice fishing, you just want a fishing rod, honestly, don't shy away from the cheaper combos. I feel like that's like with a lot of things in life where you just buy like a reputable brand that's has a cheap option, or you buy something that is really nice. Sometimes the in between to me honestly seems like a waste of money. So either you're gonna spend 120 is a $50 reel, so that's 170, or you just spend $55 and you're probably gonna catch close to as many fish. It's not gonna hold up as well, but you also gotta, if you're lazy, you don't want something like this because you gotta be careful and take care of it. I forgot to mention too, this is the same reel, which is random. I honestly didn't even try. It was just kind of what there was, but it's the same reel as a Thorn Brothers rod. Now the Thorn Brothers rod, that reel is working better on that, to where this one I saw a lot of the line just spooling out. Now this is a C10, so that means it's basically the same thing as like 1,000. If you see that on some rods, which should be fine, because sometimes when you get into the 500s or the C5s reels, you can have it spooling out too fast or just getting a mess with the line being too tight. So I think I just didn't reel it on properly. I normally like to just have the shop do it with their equipment, put the line on for me. But this one I didn't, and there might have been, a few beverages before I put it on. It might have been lazy, so I'm going to be taking this line off and putting new line on and hoping that fix it. If it doesn't, I will update everybody, but just really this is my second YouTube video ever. I'd like to put out some more, but just trying this rod, I was so impressed I had to do it. So subscribe. The first person to subscribe from this video, I'll give you this right here. I'll send this in the mail to the first person to subscribe, which I don't know if you can find this anymore. It's a few years old, but the rod is $60 and the reel is $20. So that's $80. Plus I'll pay the shipping. First one to subscribe, just send me a message. I'll probably be able to see you. I don't know. I'm new to this YouTube, so I don't know if I can look up, like this person subscribed or what. But thank you for watching. I do want some subscribers, obviously, and I have some pretty cool car videos coming out. I'm gonna be polishing and doing a coating on my truck, and I'm also gonna do an update on my truck. I have the 2020 Duramax with a 3.0 diesel, which is the first year they had it, and I feel like I have more miles than most people would. I have over 75,000 miles on it, and I want to do an update on like my experience with the new engine, and I have see if I can find any of my other ones. So I want to do a video on some different impact wrenches that I own. What that's going to be is a lot of impact wrenches. They'll say this many foot-pounds of torque, but someone like me, honestly, I don't know what that means. So I want to do a video showing what it actually can remove. And then also, so my buddy has a pole barn, and there's no water to it, but he has it insulated and heated, and I wanted to wash cars in it. So what we did is we brought water to the pole barn. How do we do that? We installed a well point, which we went down I think 20 feet or so, and then we installed a pump to it, and then I installed my pressure washer to it, and it actually works pretty well, considering that you don't have to pay a water bill, obviously electric, but it's pretty crazy to be able to just, it was so easy. All you do is just pound, you'll see a video on it, but you just pound a pipe down 20 feet, hook up a pump to it, and you have running water. So it's pretty wild. So those are all coming. If you see my other video on the channel, which is me trying to get an Unreal sweatshirt, it's really embarrassing, and this video is probably embarrassing. I'm sure a lot of my first videos will be pretty bad, but I will be trying to grow, get better, learn how to edit. I have no idea how to edit. I don't know how to do anything in this field, but I have a seasonal job, so I'm unemployed for a couple months, and I'm trying to, do some videos and see what happens. So just be patient. Watch me grow, and everything I say is my true opinion, and I'm not going to be lying about anything. So at least you got that. But thanks for watching.